Tyler was on the Claude. Didn't really work out for Nino on the Irithel, but we'll see here. Eterna, Arashi. Oh, this is interesting, right? Based on the drafts, who do you actually think is going to have a little bit of an edge?
To be honest, Evos Legends, they have a lot of CC that they can actually work with, right? I guess one of the main things that GeekFam has to counter Evos is the Matilda, perhaps, to be able to use that circling eagle to cancel the real-world manipulation coming in from Eve. But other than that, even with the real-world manipulation out of the picture, Evos Legends can still utilize the Way of Dragon coming in from Cho, the knock-up from Julian. And with this heavy dive, it's going to be difficult without GeekFam and their CC.
I think that Evos has the potential to just take it easy, focus on the objectives, and then adjust. The same way we saw RQ do against Alter Ego in game number 3, so I have to vote for Evos here.
Let's see, ladies and gentlemen, the decider for both Geek Fam and Evos Legends. Evos Legends on the brink as well. Technically, they're threatened to actually be knocked out from the playoffs right now as both of the teams go in. Beloyski over to the enemy purple buff. So is Cho doing the same thing, trying to invade, trying to put pressure.
Remember, Elzura and Beloyski, the Matilda and the Leah combo, is going to have a lot of pressure in that mid lane. So if they can actually utilize this to the utmost potential before level 4, before Dreams gets that Way of Dragon, they sure will be able to try and inhibit perhaps Suchijin from the farming pattern.
Ooh, there we go though. Beloyski forced to flicker away in Dreams. Guessing versus an exchange. He will almost get taken out. He will get taken out, it seems like, but the Shunpo gives him just enough shield to survive.
Another good trade again early on, but whoa, town prediction by Axe. Okay, it's mixed, 3-3 again, Evos and Geek Fam. We'll see who takes this game, but so far in the early stages, it does feel like if you're on the Karina, you are going to be able to farm up a bit better than the Julian because of the Demon Slayer emblem, right? Julian went for the mystery shop.
Exactly, so looking to get more damage. I think the big factor here is the power in the side lanes, right? Having a Paquito is so dangerous, but Geek Fam, they strike back.
Shadow Salt coming in, and that's Geek Fam striking first blood in the game. Clover still, oh my god, I forgot about it. He's mid lane, he's still mid lane here in the game. So they're sticking to the Clover mid, Taz gold lane roster lineup.
That is a scary thing to be doing, especially against Geek Fam, who has a lot of comfort picks in their hand. Azura on the Lilia, Beloyski on the Matilda as well. Ready to see, they're pressuring, and Pendragon wants to try and do something, but he can't do it alone.
No, for sure. It's a little too difficult, right?
Near
Geek Fam, they're
impossible.
going to have a way better time in this early game because of the way that they drafted. We see that Susujin is trying to look for some compensation, but even that gold buff was taken away by Kadera.
So good from Geek Fam, and they do have the Demon Slayer as well, so they have priority when it comes to bursting down the neutral objectives, and later on, Kadera can output a lot of DPS as well. So Evos Legends, unless they have a very specific plan, it does seem like Geek Fam has solutions to a lot of the generic problems that Evos can pose before them.
Oh, Taz used the Blazing Duet earlier in the mid lane. He pops the sprint, but it's not enough to actually survive in a 3-man gank. And he's going to be taken down. Geek Fam building a pretty significant lead early on as that's Dreams actually jumping in with the Way of the Dragon. Elzura just with a little cheeky recall, showing him how it's done, I guess, coming in with the guiding win, getting out.
1,000 gold lead by Geek Fam though here in the first phase, as we can see Evos Legends slowly falling behind in terms of those rotations. They can't look for a lot of pickoffs on the board either, as Geek Fam are the ones leading with a 2-0.
The only saving grace for Evos Legends right now is the possibility to counter-engage, right? But if Geek Fam want to focus on the neutral objectives and they don't want to actually pull the trigger on the first engage, they can do so as well later on in the fights. Right now, with the advantage, with the 1k gold lead, I think they will be the aggressors, but Beloyski gets kicked.
Oh, Janna is still able to survive. Real world manipulation, taking Janna low, taking him down. Beloyski cancels the real world manipulation, but it's a bit too late. It's already a kill traded in. Janna will be able to respawn right before the turtle spawns though. So in terms of the setup, I think Geek Fam will still have it, but it's just a good trade by Evos.
Still very huge potential for Geek Fam to come back, as it is 6 seconds left on the clock. We do see that Beloyski is trying to zone away the members from Evos Legends, but 5v5, this might be difficult here. As they're going to go for the turtle.
Boom. Did Beloy get kicked? He did. Way the dragon there by Dreams, bringing him back. Chadera. Now there's a lot of ultimates popped in already. Real world relation with an enhanced chain, catching Jana QT, who's now caught in the midst of it all. He goes into retribution. Tsutsujin finds it. Dream surviving, but look at the collapse from Chadera and Luke. A beautiful taunt there by Luke as he knocks Pendragon up. It's a 2-for-1. 2 for 2 if you count Beloy. Taz with a sprint with a BMI, trying to run, dodging everything, but in the end you cannot dodge away from the basic attacks. Geek fam say take the objective, we'll take the team fight.
Zero once again already very quick to the base, the towers from Evos Legends, already stripping so much away. Full gold for him, and we can see the difference for both of these teams, Arashi.
It began so well for them. They were able to use Pendragon to pressure Luke to go to the top side and clear the wave. They have the man advantage, but it just wasn't enough, and they overstayed, and they didn't get the damage onto Elzura, and Elzura was able to output so much damage and get it done. Luke taunting Pendragon after winning in that exchange. If you look at the items, he's just so tanky right now as far as physical damage is concerned. Kadera only has the Windtalker, so wave clear is available, but for the most part, it's still very early on in the game. Even if Geek Fam is winning, it's only by 1.2k gold, so nothing too crazy has been farmed up yet.
I think right now they need to cover for Chadera, right, in these team fights. Look at his items. Windtalker, Swift Boots, Berserker's Fury. So much damage output, but if Evos Legends can CC him down, can target him down in these team fights, it's going to be very easy for Evos Legends to grab a win. But you guys can find it easy as well. Find it cheap to grab food right now with the app, grb.to/MPL. Scan the QR code right there if you just want the easy route. Geek fam, though, instantly go toward the bottom side, able to convert onto an objective. Meanwhile, up top, say goodbye to Luke. He gets taken down. A good trade, but it's a turret traded in for just a kill. Evos not happy with just that kill. Will be able to get that turret, but Geek fam are looking for more down below. Taz is zoned away from the minions. This is very, very good, again, because Taz is going to have a very tough time getting that item power spike.
Exactly. He's just finding very difficult to actually start farming, and Evos, that was a great play there, considering Pendragon itemized for the Malefic War. He does have the penetration to deal with Luke now, so Luke needs to be more careful being the main front line, as Pendragon already waiting in the sides, going for a flank here most likely, but we have the Dragon being used.
Beautiful engage by Dreams, bringing Jana back, but Luke comes in with a taunt once again, and the turtle was slain, not by a jungler, not by a damage dealer, it's Beloy out of nowhere. He takes it, and it's a 1-for-1. Both junglers were taken down, so Geek fam again are able to walk out with a favorable trade.
Wow, the mechanics coming in from Geek fam, the timing from Beloyski in particular to deny that retribution away from Evos Legends to give them a little bit of an upper hand was beautiful, right? And these objectives are starting to stack up. It does seem like they have lost in that turret in the top side, but Luke here looking for another pick, another trade on that turret, and it does seem like he might be able to get that. 1,700 here with a gold lead in the 8th minute for Geek fam.
Is he looking for a turret?
He's looking, but Taz will not allow it though. He pushes him away. And right now, I think the main problem that Evos is facing is how are they going to keep Clover safe? Because again and again, in the first turtle fight, he gets bursted down by Elzura. In that fight earlier, he gets jumped on by Kadera. So Geek fam, they're putting a lot of pressure, ensuring that he cannot just stay in the back line and take his sweet time with the real-world manipulation. He needs to try and position more smartly, as Beloyski makes an insane play flickering out afterwards.
But he actually isolates Pendragon there, who's able to get out with a conceal, but not for long. Those are the blooms from Elzura, picking up a killing spree. Meanwhile, Taz, he was spotted up top. He will still be able to recall, though. And in the bottom side, Chadera cosplaying CW, just going for the turrets on this Irithel. It's a very massive trade for Geek fam, and they're going to be able to convert on this mid lane as well. Clover still has the ultimate. Will not choose to use it just yet, as Geek fam don't really want to commit as well.
17 seconds to the next Lord to spawn, and Geek fam definitely has their eye on the prize. Perhaps they're all looking to open up the map, open up vision, to look for a pickoff setup, or either just really splitting up the map, putting pressure in the opposite lane.
Taz now won't be participating in the next Lord fight here. So Evos Legends, they might just let it go. They might try and jump onto Luke here, but even then, it's not going to be easy and it won't be worth it. So Geek fam get a free Lord in 9 minutes in game number 3.
Uh-oh. Taz is able to get out of this one, but Oh, Pendragon. Maybe staying a little bit too long down below. Pendragon gonna get taken down. Oh, he actually survives for now. Chidera pops a sprint, chasing him.
No
He's
way.
running him 2 legs compared to 4. Chidera wins out in the leg duel.
Wow, okay.
He's
really,
cheating. He has a mount.
he does, he does. He has Leo there. So another pickoff on the board for Geek Fam. And wow, they're really solidifying their gold lead. Already 3,000 on the board as once again, Evos Legends looking for a trade on the map. And that trade is going to be the life of Luke. So a little bit of a adjustment for Evos Legends, but Geek Fam all the while already pushing down in that bottom side.
Looking for the siege with the Lord. This is going to be massive value if they are actually able to take it, and the Lord will be able to take it. One more hit, boom, there you go. Base turret secured for Geek Fam. Meanwhile, top side, 1v1, jungle versus jungle. Jin versus Jana QT. Jana trying to run away, dodging out, baiting the time, coming in again. He dashes in it. Look at the enhanced sword by Jin. Wins out in the 1v1. Meanwhile, down below, Beloski with the circling eagle going on towards the side of Taz. He is able to get out of the real world inflation, and Dreams gets caught out by Elzura. He flickers out. Chidera won't be able to chase him down. Elzura, gotta be careful here. Jin joins in the fray. Whew, doesn't have enough damage. Chidera melting them down with the help of Elzura. Taz comes in with a blazing duet, but he gets knocked up and sniped down. The glowing wand tick, not enough to take him down. He's still surviving.
Wow, Sisujin on that damage, Julian, he wins the 1v1, but then he goes too aggressively, and Kadera, without any hesitation, goes in aggressively to punish him and takes him out. Evos Legends, they gotta be very careful, man. This is a 4-0-3 Kadera on an Irrital. He's only gonna scale harder and harder.
Bye-bye
Look at
Red
Luke.
Buff as well.
Look at Luke, Arashi.
Luke
at him.
at Luke.
Luke and
Thank
Luke.
you, Mirko.
Core picks 50% win rate, but of course he is one of the first players that was able to abuse the tankiness and the damage coming in from this Fredrin. So far, a lot of the pickoffs from Evos Legends has been on the hands of Luke because he's the only possible option for them. Obviously, later on, if he's not tanky enough, it will be a problem for Geek Fam, seeing that he is one of the main frontliners. He has a Radiant Armor to deal with the repetitive damage coming in from the Yves and the Julian with Empower Sky as well. And he has a Dominance Ice, just to ensure that the shields and the regeneration won't be that big of an issue. But Sisujin with the Divine Glaive now, he is a scary carry with a lot of damage.
Lilia is also dealing a lot of damage, right? Because he also has optimized for the glowing wand and the utility from the Ice King's wand. So even if Evos Legends want to go for a hard engage, the poking capacity that Elzura can have might just be a problem. And we see that actually being able to cancel the real world manipulation by Clover. So even without the eagle from Beloyski, that real world manipulation might be rendered useless.
Look at Pendragon though. Oh no, he's gonna be spotted. Oh no, he's not. All right. Pendragon has a very good flank. If Geek Fam play front to back, Chidera is gonna be very vulnerable towards Pendragon. Let's see if they're able to beat it out though. Evos Legends might actually be looking for a collapse here, but Taz is all the way down below. Geek Fam really committing onto the Lord. Chidera in the back. Pendragon is spotted here. Chidera able to dodge away from Pendragon. It's a disaster as Pendragon gets taken low. Luke flickers in forward. It's going to be the Lord targeted here. Jana secures it with Red Tree. Chidera running Clover down.
Ooh.
Not able to finish him off, but with the Lord slain, they don't really need to look for any crazy team fights here. They can just wait for it.
Wow, discipline coming in from Geek Fam. Really good preemptive movements as well from Kadira to buy themselves more time to actually punish Pendragon for his movements. And now Geek Fam, they do have a Lord on the way in that bottom side, pushing a 4,000 gold lead as well.
The wave manipulation from Geek is just so much better. They force Taz to show up down there, and the awareness from Kadira, man. You can see that even on his flank, he just has the reaction time. It's almost like he is expecting it. Worst case scenario, always playing in his head.
Let's see though, with the Enhanced Lord down below, they might actually be looking to end Chidera. Popped into ultimate, goes in for the damage. Beloyski with the circling eagle flickers backward as well. Dreams unable to find a Jikundo. Chidera walking out of the real world inflation range. Pendragon looking for the sniper. Look at the back, finds Elzura, is able to find that and gets out of the black shoes. Luke goes for the taunt onto Jin and Taj, who is still able to clear out the Lord. Now it's going to be Taj jumping with the blazing duet onto only Luke. Luke is still able to survive, canceling the blazing duet out. Dreams taken down. Geek Fam looking for the end. 2 for 0 right now, and has changed chain coming in. Elzura taken down. It's a defense by Evos as Taz jumps back to the BMI. Evos still live to see another day as Geek Fam are unable to end it right here.
2 for 2 trades so far, but Geek Fam still within the vicinity. I think they might want to go for it. They were just waiting for the minions.
Let's see, Chidera dealing a whole lot of damage, and that's a circling eagle onto Sutsujin. Toss taken low, but look at Clover. The base though will be targeted. Another reverse sweep. All games, all matches ending in a reverse sweep. You do not want to win the first game because the other team just somehow is able to do it.
Wow, 2-1 against Evos Legends of all teams. This is a spectacular show of improvement from the side of Geek Fam.
The miracle run is still alive, ladies and gentlemen. Geek Fam need to win every last bit, every single match that they have left if they want to make it to the playoffs. And they have to wish as well that either Evos or BTR start losing more matches.
Man, Evos, they were doing so well in game number 1. It was so dominant. You just don't see it happening, but Geek Fam, they have pulled off the impossible, being dynamic, being adaptive, and always a few steps ahead of Evos Legends and